Hey, it's going on YouTube. Sorry knows best here. Now, as the request of a lot of my viewers here on YouTube, I'm about to go over my top 5 favorite iPhone games at the moment right now. Now, all the games aren't the most elaborate games in the world, but I do find them to be the most fun games to have, if that's the right way to say it. The most fun games I can have right now on my iPhone and iPod Touch. Just go to jump right into it. And the first game I'm going to go over is called Nova, N.O.V.A. This is probably the best looking first-person shooter on the iPhone/iPod Touch at the moment. The graphics are absolutely amazing. The controls are very well done. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into a level here. And these levels aren't just a quick, fast 2-minute level. These levels are pretty extensive. The graphics, as you can see, are absolutely amazing. Storyline seems pretty good so far. So I'm going to go ahead and show you here just how the game actually works, how the mechanics works. Like I said before, you can see, I mean, everything is detailed from the level design, shadows, lighting, all that stuff is pretty top notch here. And if those of you out there who played first-person shooter games on the iPhone, you know that the touchscreen mechanics can be a hit and miss sometimes. So you can jump, do all this stuff in here. And this is really just a must-have game if you're any type of shooter on here.
It seems we now know what happened to the crew. Please continue to investigate this vessel so that we may learn more.
So you can throw a grenade if you want to. You can't melee in this game, so that's one thing that this game is kind of missing, but this really reminds me a lot of Halo. Definitely the first Halo and Halo 2, just as far as how the game works, especially indoors, outdoors, vehicle levels, all that good stuff. And to remember too, this game does have, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this demo here. This game does have a lot of good multiplayer aspects of it. It has full-fledged multiplayer you can play, and I think play up to against 5 or 6 people, and it's actually pretty fun, pretty cool. Doesn't lag too much. So that's Nova. Definitely check that out. The next one is Glow Hockey. Now, Glow Hockey is a game that I find myself playing. I played other hockey games in the past, but this one really is pretty fun. And so you can play this with 2 people, or you can play against the computer like this. But you know, very simple game, but the graphics of it are pretty nice. And you see, I'm just kind of controlling the puck just by putting my thumb on it. And the puck is a little bit up towards, so you can see it. It's not right there below your thumb, so you can actually see it when you're trying to move around and stuff like that. So you can play 2 players. Other person to be on this playing a flat surface or something like that. But this is Glow Hockey. This is the free version, or the light version as we call it on in the App Store. But you can't get a paid version if you really get into this game. All right. Now next up, we're going to go to a game called Dismount. Like this game is very fun. It says don't do it. Do not try this game at home. But this game is basically got shows you really a lot of the ragdoll physics. All right, and I'm just gonna jump right into a game here. You can actually add a face from your Facebook profile if you want to add on the ragdoll itself if you want to do that. I'm just gonna skip through this. And basically to show you just trying to get as many points as you can by trying to get his body to contact or to get hurt as much as possible, to break his neck, to break everything off. I'm just going to show you real quick. So I just went straight forward, pushed him right down the back. So it's kind of like you're pushing somebody down the stairs. And the goal is really you want to try to get him all the way down the stairs and to really hurt himself as much as possible. And so you can try different things, like I'm going to push him in his head, get him a little spin there. So again, one of these games is just very addictive to start playing once you actually start playing. And that's called Dismount. You can take a picture, a snapshot, or capture the video of it and upload those to Facebook and all that stuff as well. Next up is Traffic Rush, which is an oldie but goodie game here. Another very simple game. I think this game is free. And basically you got these cars going through the intersection, and you'll just want to try to push them through as fast as possible without hitting each other. And of course the first levels are pretty simple, are pretty easy to get through. You really have no rush. But as the later levels come up, it definitely gets a little bit more hectic. And you can stop the cars if you want to, like that. And especially you need to start doing that in the future to kind of give you a little bit more room. And I almost got an accident right there. And that's what happens when you run into each other right there. So this game is called Traffic Rush. Definitely check that out. And last but not least is probably the best looking racing game on the iPhone. It's very possibly one of the best looking games compared to Nova on here. This is called Real Racing GTI or 1. I don't know which one it is, but Real Racing. Alright, so I'm just going to get into a race here. And you can control it by tilting the iPhone like this. And it automatically accelerates. This is definitely good, especially as far as them thinking about how the controls should work on the racing game. And all you need to do is brake and just hit right there like that. So other games want you to actually control it like this. Also press the button to accelerate, which is on the touchscreen is very cumbersome. It looks like they, I'm kind of sucking right now. Looks like they kind of worked it out. Where's the hand and just go ahead and let it accelerate. If you look at the graphics, look at everything, the background, everything's zooming in, everything is going through. And I know there are different view modes right there, so you can get inside the cockpit. I mean, these graphics are amazing. I got the brightness turned down and maybe a little bit of glare on here due to the camera angle, but you see it in person. The graphics are absolutely amazing. The sounds are very good. All right, so that's Real Racing GT. I think it's GT1. So anyway, those are my top 5 iPhone games at the moment right now, January 2010. We'll be on the lookout next month, especially. Should be a lot of good new games coming out. But thanks for watching. Been so you know it's best, and I'll catch you later. Peace.